Welcome to another Baka commentary video. In this video, we'll be talking about the Intel Arc B580 launch day review, and basically give a quick summary and my analysis, as well as analysis slash impression of the week one. How it went in the online retail space. So, first off, most of the reviews from the Intel Arc B580 graphics card was recommended, and a lot of reviewers are like, this is a great graphics card for the entry level performance. It has enough power and as well as enough VRAM. How did majority Intel Arc manage to get this glowing review by majority of the tech press? And that is through, again, it seems that it has a few caveats. Intel worked really closely with reviewers to be like, hey, reviewers, what problem did you have with our Intel B580 graph, in games and application? When, and reviewer found the problem with the B580, they quickly went to Intel and be like, hey, we found this issue, and Intel quickly deployed a fix slash drive an update to the drivers to the reviewers and got Battle Mage were fully functional. This, however, again, this shows that they at least learned from the A series, where on launch they have broken drivers and as well as basically broken hardware too. It seems like for Battle Mage, they have now officially shown to the technical press and the world they are at least going to be willing to give a good damn try. They have fixed their damn drivers, and now they are there to really, really fix the hardware, which again, they have promised that Battle Mage B series will be massive improvement from the A to B series. As a result of these glowing reviews, and thanks to these, from Tech Press and a lot of the reviewers, B580s, they basically sold out. As every DIYers went out to their retailer, it basically Newegg, Micro Center day one, or stock from online seems to just sold out. And some retailers are like, we're not restocking this anymore. We sold all we are contracted for. We're not going to take extra risk. Which is perfect for then follow up to now my impression slash analysis of the B580. Do I think this is B580 is a massive improvement? Yes, this has shown that they have learned from the A series one. Again, however, it's still Intel Arc. Arc is still a problematic thing. It isn't a magic bullet where if you had a game such application that works on Intel A series, it will work just as fine. However, if a application that doesn't work on Arc series, magically it doesn't mean you plugging in the B series chips, B580, it doesn't, or the B series GPU, it doesn't suddenly magically that Intel Arc is functional. Because again, there are still, unfortunately, game developers out there, because Intel, as for is a very, very niche audience, and what Intel has unfortunately has become known as an integrated graphics, really appalling integrated graphics card for CPUs. all they're good for is troubleshooting and maybe some esport, triple, very lightweight gaming. Some developers have not put in the effort into optimizing it, which again, of course, and which means sometime your game slash application will not work with Intel discrete graphics card, despite it should be plenty of power to do so. The reason why that Intel, the developers that hasn't really bothered to optimize it or hasn't bothered to do the bug fixing for the Intel Arc graphics. However, which doesn't mean this isn't a great GPU launch if you were happy with your Intel Arc 7 for gaming, Arc 7 78GB, the Arc 7 58GB. Buying this B580 12GB is going to be a great upgrade for you because one, yes, you're getting less on paper, less bandwidth for like your high-res 4K 1440p gaming. Intel seems to be like, yeah, we're going to compensate with memory bandwidth, the lower bit bandwidth bus from 256 to 126, 128 is, well, they are going to be really hammering the Intel XeSS, where they're probably going to be like, okay, so what's the highest resolution they seem to be targeting? 1080p and sometime 1440p, so that basically, if you're a 1440p gamer and you turn on Intel XeSS, Intel XeSS seen from Intel be like, hey, we will try to upscale the game from 1080p, and if you're a 4K gamer, they're going to try to upscale from 1440p to 4K, which is, again, is it the best thing where we are relying on AI upscaling? No. Yeah, but this is the unfortunate thing about graphics card these days. We are going to have to heavily rely on these AI upscaling for our purpose. As clearly, again, if you want the best value for buck, really, Intel is like, even we can't give you a 256-bit bus for that price. There's probably, the inflation and the world economy probably make it unviable for the low-end entry-level high-performance graphics card to be like, hey, yeah, we can't give you these things anymore. It's no longer viable. And yeah, basically, I think for me, B580 and the A7 16GB is if you can find them, they are great for gaming only, and maybe, some production stuff. But you have to go in with the caveat that Intel Arc may not work for certain application, for some really niche application like me. I right now have games have a real life driving simulator where the game will simply crash on boot because again the game developer slash application developer did not simply bother even testing their game with Intel Arc in mind, and basically it seems that unofficially for a lot of those developers they've been like, yeah, we are not supporting Arc and we have no intention of supporting Arc from the developer side, and you have to ask Intel, be like, hey, we have this super niche software. Please support our Intel. Please fix it or make it even functional. And yeah, hence, again, for the DIYers, I think B580 is great. However, if you are someone who's going to just build a system for your family, friends, or even do it as a side job or even professionally, I think B580 is still to this day stay away, as there are going to be And when a customer comes to you and be like, "Hey, my B580 or my Intel Arc graphics card pre-built that you sold me is broken, doesn't work," you can't really say a lot as well. This is going to end up taking more time, and it is not going to be great for you as a seller, where you end up having to, to explain to your customer, "Hey, this Intel Arc thing, yeah, isn't the best thing, and that's why, or isn't like the most stable, isn't the most mature product, and resulting in a lot of these, you know, bugs that you probably Intel, I think, from my experience of my Intel Arc experience, it probably will not fix. And the game developers will not fix, which means you are going to have to, if you must put up with the 8 GB VRAM, and we can't get the glorified 12 GB sweet spot, which every reviewer seems to gloat about this B580, and you will have to either put up with the RX 7600 or put up with the RTX 4060. And if for some reason, and if for some the end user is actually convinced, end user go buy the RX 7600 XT, which I think is the best 1080p graphics card that it is plug and play with drivers and everything that will not break in applications. It will not break. Is it going to be the best AI card? No, but at least it will have plenty of VRAM and plenty of performance for 1080p gaming for the RX 7600 XT. And as for the RX 7600 and the RTX 4060, they all seem to be like, yeah, we has enough grunt, but you are running into that 8 GB VRAM buffer issue. Anyway, guys, this brings the end to another Baka commentary video, and analysis video. The typical thing that, content creators ask of you for your, when you like their content, do the like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.